4. Another day of extreme heat across the DMV. How long will it last, and will we see any records this afternoon?
High temps cutting a concert short at Nats Park. We hear from concert goers who got caught up in the chaos.
And an 85-year-old woman assaulted at her assisted living facility. How police were able to catch the person responsible.
Then are debt collectors calling you? We're stretching your dollar and keeping you from paying when you don't have to.
Plus, there's nothing artificial about true connection. Or is there? How people are using AI to spice up their love life in today's Tech Talk.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Tosin Fakile. An extreme heat warning in our region today as people all across the DMV are trying their possible best to stay cool in these dangerous conditions.
Oh my goodness, Tosin. It seems like it's just not letting up. Right now, it's another DMV First Warn day, and it comes as thousands of people are recovering today after a rocky end to a concert at Nats Park last night.
Plus, people beating the heat. Take a look at this. Poolside in Northwest. If you're wondering where this is at Banneker Pool.
And we have team coverage this afternoon. DC News Now's Randy Bass is on the ground seeing how people are trying to keep cool.
And we'll get to Randy in just a bit. But first, let's send things over to meteorologist Scott Sumner. Scott, you were just telling us around the region we did beat some records today.
A couple of places, not in D.C. yet, but in a few places. This graphic shows that. So we have been challenging some records. The highs across the DMV, if you have one asterisk, that means the record was tied. If you have two asterisks next to your number there, that means the record was broken. So you can see D.C., Dulles, Annapolis, Martinsburg. No records yet. We've been flirting with records close to them, but Hagerstown this hour has gotten up to 97, so that's broken a record of 96. Same for Williamsport. Front Royals tied a record at 95, and down around Patuxent River, it hit 101 this hour. Is currently 101, and you've broken a record there. Currently here in D.C., it feels like 104 with an actual temperature of 97 outside. Right now, our weather window here under partly cloudy skies. And here's some other heat indices. And again, we're looking at a very similar situation as to what we had yesterday, maybe a few degrees cooler, but not much. Waldorf still at 111 here. I don't see any 115s yet, but Manassas at 109. Frederick at 108, Martinsburg at 100, Winchester at 97 degrees. So yes, sweltering heat continues for the remainder of the day, and going into the evening, we could have some very muggy overnight lows across the area. Hot and humid with a few scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, a lot more in the way of some scattered storms, widespread more across the area as we head throughout Thursday and beyond into the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up with the full 7-day forecast.
All right, Scott, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. Take a look at this video. People packed in high temperatures. This is at Nats Park. Concert goers say they endured sweltering heat and limited access to water last night. DC Fire and EMS now telling us 6 people were taken to the hospital for treatment of heat-related illnesses during that show.
Now, clearly, those are tough conditions last night, Tosin. We find DC News Now's Randy Bass there with more from fans who got stuck in that sweaty mess. Randy?
Yes, some fans we talked to today, they tell us they paid several $100s to be at this show to see their favorite K-pop group, Stray Kids, here last night at Nats Park. But that concert was cut short as fans started to feel faint and water became scarce.
Thousands of fans in the stands and performers on stage, all feeling the heat.
It's really hot. Yeah, it's really, really hot. Is everyone else okay? Just need to do a quick checkup.
The artists handing their personal bottles of water down into the crowd for parched fans to drink. Amari and Neil was in the pit at Monday night's scorching hot Stray Kids show at Nats Park.
We've watched seizures happening. People are getting sick. The artists watched someone get sick. I was one of the people who needed some medical assistance at one point, and it took a smooth 20 minutes or so before anyone could even show up.
Nationals Park says water and cooling stations were available throughout the venue, but Neil says fans and water weren't easy to come by.
At one point, he was just like make sure they have water, especially on the floor, and that's when the Dasani started coming out.
Nats Park says the show was shut down for extreme heat around 10:30 p.m.
We thought they would come out and do maybe like one song or be able to say bye or anything of that nature. No, they shut on the lights immediately, and security started telling us like it's time to go.
DC Fire and EMS says 6 people were taken to hospitals for treatment of heat-related illness in the area of the concert. Chief John Donnelly says the department is ready to respond as temperatures feel like triple digits this week.
Operationally, we've got extra ambulances in service to help. I'd just remind everybody this time of year to drink a lot of water, hydrate. It's the best. Water is your best asset.
And we have not yet heard back from the tour promoter, Live Nation, behind the show. Some of the next big events coming to Nats Park here this weekend. The Savannah Bananas baseball team is set to play and perform here on Friday and Saturday night when those temperatures aren't supposed to be quite so extreme. At Nats Park, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy, thank you so much for that report. We're going to talk about the trains now. Amtrak reporting potential delays today due to the heat. They say riders could see delays from 12 to 8 p.m. because of temperature-related speed restrictions. That's for customers traveling between D.C. and New York and Philly and Harrisburg. We'll bring you more updates as we learn them and they come into our newsroom. And here's a reminder, you can stay ahead of this extreme heat by going to our website, dcnewsnow.com. You can get those hour-by-hour updates. You can also scan this QR code on your screen.
Well, in the district, D.C. police say the union says that an officer was stabbed while making an arrest today. It happened around 8:30 this morning on the 600 block of Florida Avenue Northwest. The union says that the police officer was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and we reached out to the department for more details on this case.
A convicted sex offender remains in a Virginia jail after assaulting an elderly woman. This is according to officials. We do want to warn you, some of the details could be disturbing.
Prince William County police say that he sexually assaulted the 85-year-old at an assisted living facility in Manassas. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from the Fairmount by Barclay House, where police say that the attack happened.
Dave, the management there, they're not saying anything about it, are they?
Well, you got that right, Tosin and Mark, as we did ask for a comment, but the management here at the Fairmount by Barclay House would not respond to us. Police, though, have a lot to say about what happened. They told us Benjamin Denarte managed to get into the building through an unsecured door last Friday morning. The 32-year-old is said to have then entered a woman's room and raped the 85-year-old. Employees managed to hold him until police arrived. The woman went to the hospital for treatment.
Appalling, right? You know, there is some very wonderful people, you know, living in these retirement facilities, and you know, when you hear about something like this happening, we're just appalled by the actions taken. And
Denarte is charged with several crimes, including rape. He's been convicted of similar crimes all the way back to 2017. He remains held without bond and returns to court July 22nd. We're live in Manassas, Virginia. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Wow, really disturbing there. Dave, thank you for that report. In international news developing now, Iran and Israel ceasefire deal is on shaky ground. This morning, President Donald Trump accused both sides of striking each other, violating the agreement set to go into effect overnight. Iran denies it violated the terms of the deal, but explosions were heard in northern Israel Tuesday morning. Israel confirms it returned fire. They also launched 2 missiles just before the deal went into effect. President Trump lashed out at both sides.
Yeah, we basically have 2 countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
And coming up in our next half hour, our national correspondent gives us the latest on the ongoing details of this ceasefire.
Well, Tosin, Texas Congressman Al Green has filed an article of impeachment against the president. Green says that President Trump failed to notify or seek authorization from Congress before the U.S. launched strikes over Iran during the weekend.
And Mark, about 400 leaders of Jewish organizations around the country will be in D.C. this week. They'll be lobbying for increased support for security for the Jewish community, especially, they say, after the latest attacks in D.C. and Colorado. The Jewish Federations of North America emergency fly into D.C. happens tomorrow and Thursday. Leaders plan to ask Congress and the administration for increased support for several security measures, including the Nonprofit Security Grant Program, a Department of Homeland Security program that gives grants to nonprofits for physical security improvement. Officials say there's a significant number of needs not being met for basic security across several Jewish organizations.
Our local community, just in Greater Washington, we currently spend around $4 to $5 million in a small set of organizations. That excludes all the synagogues on personnel for security. And so we're asking for both the physical security as well as personnel, support for personnel to increase security and then increase ability to fight, to identify the people who want to cause harm.
Now, Gil Pruse says since the recent attacks, many organizations are projecting 30 to 50% increase in what they're going to be spending on security. He says it's dollars that could go to other things like helping or educating people. And for continuing coverage, you can head to our website. That's dcnewsnow.com.